We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy, Tommy G, here with the Friday edition of the Stay Cashin show. We don't know where Rackets is. We got to put out an APB. We have no idea. Howie came in early for the first time ever, right, Evan?
He's usually here for a while, but
No, but he has Rackets. He thought he was Rackets. Yeah, so, I mean, listen, I'm watching fucking Death and Other Details, which I am fucking enamored with right now on Hulu, and it's a murder mystery. I think we got another one here, and honestly, the number one suspect right now, Bill, is Luke Hoffman, because he came here ready to fill in for Rackets, and Rackets never misses a show. So if someone killed Rackets...
Oh, hold on, wait. I got a text message. I can't get in.
he was here for two.
That's why.
All right, we'll be back.
All right, Hop, good job. Bye, Hop.
Thanks for filling in.
You did great, Hop. You did great. We'll
Thanks for filling in, Hop.
see you in like 25 minutes.
Rackets keeps leaving. He keeps coming and then leaving.
Wait for Tom. He's probably stoned out of his face. So, let me see. They finally muted Tommy. Someone saying I'm muted? Hold on.
Tommy, your audio is fucked up on the show.
It's
You
not
guys-
him. It's not him. It's not him. It's not.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. Evan is fired. Take the streak off. Evan has been fired. The streak is over. What? We just complimented you last show. Can you hear me now?
I don't know. I finished saying
All right.
yours.
No,
Can you
it
guys
was
hear me?
it was my bad. Yeah.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
No, you're
But
good.
then no, I know. I want to make sure the chat.
They couldn't hear you the whole time you were talking.
You're fired, so it doesn't matter. Chat. Okay, we're back. All right, Evan Hand has broken the streak. Evan, where's the box? Put it back up.
I'm waiting for Rackets to turn his camera on so the box will be on the screen.
Okay, so you are fired. We literally just said, Bill, last show, that Evan had his longest streak ever of not being fired, and the beginning of the next show.
Rackets
He
is
got fired.
saying it's not letting him connect.
Oh, right, Evan,
Well,
you're fired again.
That's not. That is not a me problem. That is not a me problem.
It's not looking good for you right now.
Not a me problem. Sorry, bud.
Well, Racket's first time doing this? What do you mean? You just fucking click the link.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
keeps coming in. He's having no troubles. He left, came right back in.
We all have troubles. We all have no trouble. I think Racket's lying.
I think it's Evan's fault.
All right. Well, what we're going to do, we're just going to start with the three of us right now. If Rackets gets in, great. Hoffman will be in with a little bit. Howie will be in here shortly. Scotty said start the show over. So you didn't miss anything at the beginning of the show. Really, all you missed was Rackets isn't here. We didn't know where he was. We put out an APB for him. We were calling him. I'm watching Death and Other Details on Hulu, and I'm obsessed with the fucking show. Like, maniacally obsessed with this show. If you're a conspiracy theorist, watch it, because I'm about to start fucking just talking about it nonstop all over Instagram and Twitter, dropping spoilers. But we believed Hoffman killed Rackets because Rackets wasn't here. Hoffman was here out of nowhere right before the show started. So we had a little murder mystery thing going there. That's really all you missed. We didn't talk about anything else. And you got here just in time for Evan to be fired. So, Bill, make it official.
Yeah, he's fired.
You're fired. You're fired.
Once we get the 4 screen on, you guys will see my count go back to 0.
My monetization is living longer than your firing.
Oh,
There he is. How you doing? Oh,
Oh, he's gone.
bye.
See, he just
was here.
he keeps coming in and leaving.
Imagine someone watching this show for the first time right now.
Yeah, this is a
What
fucking
is
train
this
wreck.
fucking disaster that we just tuned into.
Listen, I mean, Rupp and Rackets show has had some
Oh, that's a
difficulties,
disaster, too.
but we keep rolling, guys. You know why? Because we're fluid. Like Stephen A says, we're fluid.
This is the definition of fluid. This is me literally steering this ship away from an iceberg right now with everything that's going on. Rupp and Rackets can't get video. It's impossible.
No,
Just
we had video, but no audio.
yeah.
Get it
All
right.
No. But
Get it fucking right.
shit show. Absolute shit show. We are a disgrace. Anyone tuning in for the first time, I would tell you not to judge us by this, but this is exactly who we
This
are.
show's all fucked up.
Everything we do that
Rupp and
doesn't
Rackets was fucked
All right,
up.
this is what we are. All right, we just have to accept it.
That's
every
character.
show that doesn't look like this took more effort than you can imagine just to not look retarded. But this is the true us and the best we could do. So here we are. Bill, at least me and you are here. Evan's fired, so I guess he's just hanging out.
Yep, I'm just hanging out.
All right, we'll see if Evan gets rehired by the end of the show. What do we want to talk about, E?
We need to talk about the Fanatics jerseys. Have you seen
is that?
those?
No.
You haven't seen the Fanatics MLB jerseys?
No.
Yeah, I saw some today.
Oh, the shitty ones?
The ones where basically you can see every player's cock and balls through their pants.
Mhm.
Really?
Yep. Let me.
Bill, you got to be excited about that.
I don't like cock and balls, dude.
See. Go on, Evan.
I'm trying to find the picture right now, but they look like they're made out of 2-ply toilet paper.
All right, let me see this. Where is it?
But I did almost get catfished. So. I mean,
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that when we have less people coming on. That's a good next Wednesday topic.
that's insane. Wait, I found more information. You know,
Dude, that's a Rupp and Rackets conversation.
It's insanity. It's insanity.
That's another Tommy G conspiracy win. That was I'm nailing them right now. So you put it up, Evan?
Yeah, it was just on the screen.
Okay.
Hey, Rackets is back.
Whoa, what the fuck? Is that the head of his penis?
What was that between his legs?
I don't know.
He's wearing a cup for sure. But
I don't know what's going on. I mean, you can see right through him.
I get kicked out again. I'm quitting. I'm done.
All right. We're resetting
One
the
fired,
counter.
one quit. Me and you, Bill. Me and you. Ride or die, babies. You have the new counter up?
Yep, I just changed it.
Rackets, you missed it. Evan got fired.
Bro, I almost fired everything, dude. I tried to get into the Zoom call for the last fucking 10 minutes. Every time I would click the link, it would say like connecting to Evan, and then my screen would just go right back to my email. I restarted my phone, same fucking thing. 500 fucking times, bro.
Oh, because I was calling you and you were trying to get on. That's why. I forgot you were working today.
I think he's just stupid.
No.
That's definitely.
I've literally never had a problem getting on a Zoom call in my life.
Maybe you got dumber. Maybe you got dumber today. We had some point, right? We didn't all start dumb. Like Bill got dumb at some point.
No, I'm just irritated.
Yeah,
let's continue the show.
I mean, listen, I like angry Rackets, so this is my favorite Rackets. Yeah, so you can see through the player's pants, Rackets. What do you think of that?
No, I saw the the one picture of the dude's dick when he was bending over. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, and then you could see their shirt split, like the untucked shirt split horrible. Through the pants. Like no one thought about this?
They're $450 uniforms, and they look like the shirtsies that you get at the $4 store.
Right. They look like my gray sweatpants pick from fucking COVID. It's fucking crazy. I think my gray sweatpants pick covered more than that shit. All right, Evan, your counter's back at 0. 0 days since you've been fired. Okay. Demonetization count. I think we're going on 3 days without being demonetized, right?
Yeah, we're doing well.
I'm fucking killing that part. Right, because that's usually me that gets us demonetized.
Yep.
Bill, what do you think about seeing all your players cock and balls watching baseball games?
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I
go with the flow.
It's hard not to look at it, right? Like if you see a fucking hammer out there, fucking as the guy's trying to swing a bat, like it might be a little distracting.
I go with the flow.
Go with the flow. What else we got?
You want to talk about KD?
Yeah. Rackets, have you seen the KD thing?
No.
Bill, have you seen it yet? Did you look at it in a pre-show?
That's what you guys told me.
I can show it.
Yeah. If you want to show it while we talk about it, let me know when it's on the screen, and I'll start talking about it. We're on a bit of a delay here. So Kevin Durant had an incident with a fan running out, and I can't see it, so I'm just going to pretend. And then the fan says something. You go to the comments and no one figure out what it was. I think she said bitch, you're a bitch, or you're a punk, or something. It sounded like bitch. And then Durant goes over, and the fans are just like, "Oh, how fans are yours?" Like, not expecting him to turn around. And then the one guy says, "I have a sports podcast." And then fucking Durant, "Fuck you," and walks away. Two things here. Durant's the softest bitch in the entire world, as we know, all the time. And KD, I dare you to come on his show, say on my face. I'll knock your little straw man ass out. But the fans, like, you're talking shit on him, and then he comes to you, and then you want to like fucking high five him and be his friend. Like, I'm surprised he didn't smack that lady's hand out from under him. But he starts saying he has a sports podcast, Bill.
I mean, so what? She was yelling to him, and he turned around.
Was drunk, and I think she called him a bitch. I think
so that's yesterday. I had my own.
They're wearing Dallas shirts. Keep in mind.
Yeah, but I don't. Why was he mad?
Because she called him a bitch.
Oh, because she called him. She's
a Mavericks fan. He's the Suns, right? So he's running out and probably said, "Oh, you're a bitch," or something.
Well, that was different than me yesterday. when I was in Newark to go get some paperwork done for the estate. And I walk in, there's reporters everywhere, everything going crazy. And I see Raheem Morris, the Falcons coach. Hey, coach! Turned around, gave me a little nod.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. I made
He gave you nothing.
But he did. I did yell.
He
and was
gave me a little nod.
He was walking down the hall, and I gave him a little yell.
He definitely heard you.
And I definitely would have went over there. So the press conference was ending. So I'm walking up the steps, and I'm looking over, and all these people are looking at me and shit. And then he comes across. I see him. He's in a nice blue suit. And then I start to go over to him because he was taking a picture with two ladies. And I was going to yell, hey, can I get a picture? But then I seen, like, my old boss, who, like, I had to kind
way
of
more important than Raheem Morris.
Yeah, part of the reason I'm not working at the jail anymore. So I was like, well, let me not go over there. So I don't, let's not go over there.
She puts it out.
I did.
Meanwhile, you could have gone there and put in a fucking word for me to tell him to start Ritter, and you didn't do it.
But he was born in Newark. They named a field after him, the Raheem Morris Field. And let's go, Bill Rupp.
All right. Great job, Bill Rupp. You yelled a guy's name and didn't meet him. Good job. Really crushed that. Should have called him a bitch, and then he would have come over to you. Would have been viral on Twitter.
45 state police.
Yeah, and then you could have told him you have a sports podcast, like the guy in the thing. Evan, what do you think of Bill's performance?
I was too focused on me getting fired for the second time in the show, so the counter is at -1.
What did you do now?
So I was trying to play the audio of the video, and it was echoing your guys' voice in the chat. It went fucking crazy. So the counter is now at -1. Listen,
guys, Tuesday, Rupp and Rackets. I have a little counter up on the thing I just set up.
Yeah, I think you set up that you were supposed to see Wednesday and Thursday.
Anyone who comes in, anyone who joins it or comes in and follows me new, it's going to come up and a little buzzer's going to go off and your name's going to come up on the fucking screen.
We've had the same thing for 2 years here.
Evan, he said this the last two shows. They're still on.
Sparkly.
Still on audio. Oh, they're saying the echo is so bad, too. Wow. This is why you don't have interns do your producing. See, he got fired, so he was working for free, and then he was an intern, basically, and then he just tanked the whole thing. God, I really hope no one's watching this
No
show.
fuck-ups now.
We're
good.
Okay. All right. I'm sure.
Bill,
we got Howie coming on in 2 minutes.
Bill, you need to learn how to run
apocalypse about that happen.
As long as it's not my fault.
Yeah.
I said, Bill, you need to learn how to run Zoom.
Yeah, no, I'm running other shit.
Yes.
He's working.
Good.
He's working.
I'm working. And I also heard that since Pat is off this week, he might be watching the show. So.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Good job. That's awesome. That's great. There goes our shot at doing anything with McAfee. Good job.
You know what? We're just being fluid. That's all we're doing. We're just
being horrible. We're a disaster, guys. Listen. You don't know. I take the blame for this because I hired all these people. So this is completely my fault. This disaster this year. This is all my fault. Let's go to any other headlines here before we start moving to bets.
Yeah, let me tell Howie to get on. But I looked at Yahoo Sports, and one of the headlines is how is Caitlin Clark's quest to break Pete Maravich's NCAA scoring record going?
What do you mean?
Like, I think those are two very different things.
They're trying to say that she's
goes
above
his record.
I can't with these women in sports. I can't, dude. Just know your role. Stay in your spot. Caitlin Clark's like literally like things Tommy G invented. I was on this 3 years ago. I was fucking betting on this girl, and fucking, I'm done with her. I'm done with all of it. Like, I'm done with all the women's sports. Stop it. No one gives a fuck, dude. Move on. No one fucking cares.
The 3-point competition was good. It actually, hold on. It was my second favorite moment of All-Star Weekend. Besides,
no, that's fine. Bill, if they had a fucking a dog dunk contest, I'd be interested in that too. Jumping
all
off
right,
the trampoline.
So next year when they do Caitlin Clark and Sabrina versus Steph, and
I'll watch it.
Yeah, you're gonna watch.
But don't fucking tell me that they're the best shooter ever or they're the best fucking scorer ever. They're playing fucking girls. The top 5 teams in women's college basketball, Bill, are favored by 48 points every game. There's literally like 18 girls who are good, and the rest of them fucking suck.
Because it's a different sport.
Yeah.
It's not the same fucking sport.
It's not.
So
They use tennis balls on a regular basketball fucking
There are
cylinder.
like 12 girls that know how to play basketball, and the rest of them
I
are
got
dog shit.
two things really fast. The NFL raised the salary cap by $30 million for next year. That's insane.
I mean, how pissed are you if you're like, I mean, you're happy, but like realistically, a lot of these teams who were like doing things with their players last year that didn't sign, knowing they were going to have an extra $30 million coming up, would have been
30
like, oh,
mil,
well, we kept that
dude.
guy.
That's a lot.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
And second of all, did you hear about the NFL players who were sexually assaulted in that California high school? I just saw it on Outside the Lines.
I saw something going on Twitter that I didn't understand.
Yeah,
was there a
supposedly-
casting
No,
couch involved?
Supposedly,
No, there's a big.
Hold
yeah,
on,
it's huge.
Howie. Everything Rupp says is usually wrong.
Go,
So
no,
Howie,
go ahead.
no.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know.
This-
No, Rupp
high
doesn't
school-
know. Yeah,
They were
Howie.
in high school. No, I was watching. They were in high school,
Yeah.
and the trainer was actually giving them a little rub and tug and getting.
Well, I mean, how do you
those and
NFL players?
people who ended up becoming NFL players.
Okay,
Yeah,
then they
but
weren't
Bill,
assaulted. They wanted it, and it came out.
wasn't it a dude?
Yeah,
was all dudes.
I don't know.
I don't
Probably
know
all
it
dudes.
was.
They're all gay.
It
Yeah.
was a dude because they interviewed one of them and he said, I knew it was a fucking problem. I went in, I had a sore neck. Next thing you know, he's grabbing my junk.
I mean, but like what?
Like-
Like, how do you let? You're a football player as a trainer. You can't beat the shit out of them.
Listen,
I don't
I don't
that
understand
shit,
it.
dude. I think these guys wanted it after the Arkansas shit and all my conspiracies coming true about all the fucking
Well,
gay rappers and gay Hollywood and gay athletes.
in the
They were
article,
getting their dick sucked
in
and
the
it-
article, it says Tiffany Strauss Gordon was the offender. So,
So a football player got raped by a girl.
Yeah, that was like me. That was
Okay.
like me in college when I had a hyperextended knee, and I went down to the trainer, and she was like a year older than me, Sarah, and yeah, she was rubbing against up my junk, and I said, "Look, I got nothing to do with this shit. You just keep going. I'm gonna look away.
Yeah. Do what you
Fuck,
want.
I'm not getting involved.
I didn't initiate it, but if you
I'm
have,
not getting involved.
if your mouth ends up on that, it's fine.
He
I'm just
said-
not moving.
he said he was 15 and she was 21 at the time.
I don't care. He's a fucking male. Dude, we were all 15 at one time, Bill. Did you ever get raped?
I mean, I wish,
Let alone someone who's going to be a football player?
I kind of wish I had. I mean,
Dude, that's
No,
like
we
the
didn't
kids-
have.
Bro, I see
didn't
all those articles online. It's like this teacher like raped this high school
Yeah,
student. It's
she's a smoke.
she's a smoke show. I'm like, bro, I had 4 teachers in high school that were hot as fuck that I would have
I
fucked
would
any
love
day
to
of
have
the
her rape
week.
me. Yeah.
Never would have gotten in trouble.
Oh,
Come
fuck
on now.
out of here, bro.
Don't tell me
Oh
that,
my-
that he got
Get
raped.
out of here with this
You can,
shit.
you can ask Evan. The fucking teachers at the school we went to, they had like side part-time jobs wrestling for the WWE. I mean, listen, if you got molested by a teacher in our school, it would have a devastating impact because you probably break your lower fucking vertebrae. No, we didn't have a female teacher, probably under 220,
Yeah.
and most of them had beards.
Yeah, so it's my favorite when these kids get raped by their teacher who's like,
yeah.
like 15 and 21, like a female 21-year-old. We were all 15, right? And we all, dude, I lost my virginity at 16, 17 to a 29-year-old on a diving board in Florida. Trust me, I wasn't getting raped by someone 70. Like, come on, stop it.
Dude,
if it's the other way around, if it's a guy and a girl, fine. There ain't no guys getting raped by you'd been flirting with that girl forever. You made the pass. Shut up. Your hot teacher just fucked you, and your mom found out.
How long did that dive take her? About 3 seconds?
Yeah, the board didn't even bounce up once. It was like boing boing done.
She was halfway in between her dives.
All right, let's get to some
so
bets
hold
here.
on. I just want to read this one part. They said the coaches and everybody knew, and whenever they were aware of the encounters, they called it getting the Tiffany treatment.
Right, exactly. So everyone was doing it.
Hey, look, it's Howie.
Everyone was getting Hummers, and some kid's mom found out.
Howie
That's what
Long.
happened.
Everyone was getting the
Some
Tiffany.
kid's mom found out, blacked the fuck out, and he said I was raped. That's what happened. The Tiffany treatment. The whole team's getting fucking hand jobs in the training room, and this kid got raped. Fuck out of here.
I think
No,
47
what happened was he was the only little fucking prick that told.
Yeah, exactly. And he
yeah.
told his mom, and his parents got involved.
Oh, God.
Evan, what were you going to say?
If I was that kid's father, I would have got involved too.
I would have been in there like, come here, Tiffany, we need to talk.
Well, no, the major problem is this guy is a former NFL player. His career's over, and now he's out of spotlight,
right.
and he needs something to get back into it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Evan,
I don't know.
We may be in demonetization area.
I was just going to say that. We have to
that's
be there.
definitely happening.
The second Bill brings up rape when Howie walks on, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? That's like fucking literally hanging meat in front of a lion. Hey, Howie, you get to talk about fucking dick jokes right now for the next one.
Yeah, that's all I do, man. It's like, look, man, it's like my buddy said one time at a show. He's a comedian. He had the best joke of all time. For 15 minutes, he tells puppy jokes. And he's good-looking guys, like a model. Chicks love him. His final joke, he's like, look, I got to go. I got another set. Raise your hand. Who's getting laid here tonight? And the crowd's just like giggling, and a couple girls raise their hand. He raises his hand. He goes, I know I'm getting laid tonight. He goes, because I'm a rapist. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. And literally, the crowd goes silence, and they're like, that's the biggest fucking
We didn't get
asshole of all time.
demonetized before. That was it.
Now we are.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
the counter now. All right, Evan's been fired twice. We're demonetized. We had no sound twice. Rackets couldn't show up. Welcome to Stay Cashin, motherfuckers. Let's get to the bets. Let's see if we can do better on the bets than we did on the show. Let's go to college basketball here. Howie, Dewey. What do you like tonight? Obviously not a great slate tonight, but decent. There's a couple games I like.
I like the one game I really like tonight is Harvard at home. Princeton's got a good, solid team, but this is a big rivalry, and I think it'll be a 1, 2, 3-point game. I like Harvard in the points tonight. That's like the best game that I saw.
Okay, so you like Harvard today. I'm just pulling up my sheet
love
here. What else do you like?
What was the other game? Kent State's playing Akron. I looked at that game up and down. I like the over in that game. I think that game's probably 95-91. Those friggin' teams play no defense. They score. Kent State lights it up. I looked at that game. I like the over a little bit. But the play tonight I really like is Harvard.
Howie always picks the New Jersey teams.
He loves it. All the ones we can't bet. Yep.
Yeah.
All the ones we can't bet.
Hey, you could have. All right, how about last night? I gave you a layup because I couldn't bet Binghamton, and Howie had a little info on that game, so I laid that Binghamton out there.
We can't
They
think we didn't even know where they were.
They could have beaten Lowell Mass last night. They covered, but they could have won that game.
Yeah, last night. Let me just pull it up here. So last night I went 4-1 in hockey again, guys. I don't think I lost hockey bet all month.
There's not the hockey segment.
It's insane. No, I'm just running through. I'm just mentioning that. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that, Bill. Don't worry. Yeah, let's talk about Rupp and Rackets instead of getting sales.
All right, hey guys, Rupp and Rackets 5:30 Tuesday on Twitter.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the money you're getting in 5 days comes from subscribers.
Listen, over 3 days we had over 700 people watch. Let's go.
Yeah, because they all have to keep logging in again and again.
Hey.
With 19 times per person.
Hey.
You had 20 people who logged in 35 times each. That's what happened. How about that quick math? Last night, last night was good. Arkansas State, Montana State, Abilene Christian, Minnesota with a domination. Chat tried to come at me on that. And then two ridiculous ones. What did Arizona do last night? What the fuck was that? Arizona just loses outright last night.
Well, that's if you've been watching this year, and I've said this 10 times, I've never seen more teams implode this year than the last 30. I mean, forget last night. Look at the night before. Holy shit. Penn State, Illinois, they let him shoot a three. Then they foul him on a three. Penn State scored like 12 points in the last 9 seconds.
Dude,
to win that game. There's been more implosions.
There's been I hedge every bet now. It's literally
you have to.
When my team's up 17 at halftime, usually you're like, I'm sending it out, guys, take the plus 1,000. And the funny thing is the subs are actually doing it now. So I got to give them credit. They're actually doing it because it's not. But there's tons of opportunities, dude. We've had a lot of really good live betting opportunities, teams that were down at the half because they're fixing the rims.
How about LSU on that fucking tip-in over Kentucky the other night?
I didn't have any money on that, but I was like, oh, my God.
I had a friend that had the money line on Kentucky, and that cost him on a 7-game parlay. That cost him about $30,000.
Oh, dude, I watched right now yesterday on Stanford completely throw the game. Like I was calling out in the chat, I'm like, he's throwing the game. It was so obvious. He had 1 point in the first half. He had 4 turnovers and 3 fouls. Wasn't even shooting. He's a 7'1", 20-point per game scorer on Stanford in their biggest game of the year at home against Oregon. I'm screaming. He's throwing the game. Howie, they benched him with 2 fouls, 80 seconds into the second half. A minute and 20 seconds in, the coach saw him. He threw it into the stands twice, and he said, "Get out." I've never seen him pulled out of a game in my life. So
that kid was paid off, man. I'm telling you,
he took a bag 100% last night.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of. I mean, what I saw 2 nights ago, there were 3 games that teams imploded.
Yeah. Well, they're imploding every day. Yeah.
I mean, it's really, really bizarre right now. So you gotta, you're right. You gotta hedge.
Well, so let me tell you this, because Bill is even in on this now, right, Bill? The rims.
Yeah.
You thought I was a conspiracy theory at first. What they're doing, watch the games. You'll notice it in a lot of these games. They're tightening the rims on the home team side they shoot first at. A lot of teams are doing it right now. You'll see it. I had Bill watch the bounce of the ball, remember? Bill, that one game when you were like, no, and you were like, wow, oh my God, you're right. You'll see the balls boing off that rim. So the home teams, a lot of them are tightening the rim on the one side that they're shooting at first because they figure they got the crowd to offset it, hoping to stay close by halftime. And then they get the soft rims and the cloud in the second half. It's amazing. These teams literally shoot 80% on one side and 20% on the other. That's what's been going on all year.
Also, you have to watch for this. If you watch a game and look at whatever side the home team is on, and 90% of the time, when that ball the tip goes up from the beginning of the game, the coach will want his team shooting at the basket closest to him for the first half.
Right, yeah.
That coach wants his team, shooting at the basket right in front of him. And the reason that is because the second half, you want your defense 2 feet away from you so that you and your assistant coaches, you can talk to the defense. Yep. You know, screen right, screen left, double team to corner, help out. That's why you'll watch. When you see teams that's the case, that's a good sign, man. That's a good coach. Especially for the second half. Yeah. It's huge.
But I'm loving some of what I'm seeing right now in college. I got a great feel for everything that's going on. Up 50 units. Yeah. Up 50 units in college basketball in the last 14 days and 35 units in hockey in the last 14 days. So we're rocking. We're ready to go. Let's get some wins tonight. I like 2 games tonight. I'm going to be on Jacksonville. Let me just pull up the.
I like Jacksonville against North Florida. That's one I.
Do you? Okay, good.
They're home. They're playing at Jacksonville. It's a home game. Mm-hmm. It's against North Florida. I also like Jacksonville.
All right, good. I like this team. I like the team in general. I like the line. I like the way it's moving. I'm a big fan of this Jacksonville team. I think they get this today. I think it's even plus money at. I think we're at plus 1.5 at 1 or 2 books too out there.
Plus 1.5.
Yeah, so I think that's still there. The other one I like, let me just see where it's here. Let me see what time they're playing at. Command F. I think it's Mary's. Yeah, St. Mary's versus St. Peter's. I like St. Mary's today on the money line. We're going to do that. That is minus 122. So those are monster plays. Nothing tonight that I'm absolutely obsessed with. There's a lot of middling schools.
Listen. Did you look at some games tomorrow? Because before you do, one quick one. This is wild. You very rarely hear this from me. But there's a baseball game today. Georgia Southern's playing at Mississippi State. 2 of the kids on Georgia Southern were my kids' high school teammates. And I guess the pitcher goes, it's like solid.
Yeah.
And my kid said yeah, Georgia Southern will go in there and probably rip him today. So then I just dicked around, looked at the line. It's like almost even.
Really? So what is it? Who are we betting?
It's Georgia Southern. They just played Maryland, lost 2 out of 3. Mississippi State just lost to Austin Peay. And Georgia Southern goes down there today with, I guess, their ace pitcher. And they have a couple beasts. They have a couple beasts on their squad. So he says he thinks they're going to beat Mississippi State today.
Plus 145.
Right.
Plus 145. That's pretty low.
All right. I'm writing it down right now. All right. So, tomorrow I have looked at some of the games for tomorrow. One of the games I like, go on.
Plus 154 on FanDuel.
154
Wow.
on FanDuel. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
All right.
I'll take that. What
That's
time's that game
okay.
start?
I
5
think
o'clock.
5 o'clock. Yeah, that's what he said.
5. All right, 5 Eastern.
Yeah, he's going.
All right, so we got some big games tomorrow, Howie. Wake Forest is at home against Duke.
Don't
right?
give me the line. Let me guess the line because I don't know it.
Okay.
Wake Forest home at Duke. I'm going to say.
Not home at Duke, home against Duke.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to say Duke's probably minus 5.5. I don't know. I would say it's minus 5.5. And I mean, unfortunately, I look, Bill can bust my balls.
Hold on. Stop.
You got to bring Hoffman on.
Stop.
Gotta
Yeah,
get Hoffman.
Rackets,
Look.
can you turn the camera off for 1 second? Let's bring Hoffman on to yell
I
out.
bet Duke 4 times this year,
Howie.
and I've lost once. And
Howie.
Miami.
Howie.
What?
Howie. Wake Forest is favored.
Then you better load him. That's the shadiest shit.
Like-
That's so shady.
So listen, I made an agreement. I'm not betting against Duke anymore. We have to bring
Wow.
Hoffman in right now. Because Hoffman's a Duke fan. He's been wanting to get at Howie's throat for a couple weeks. He needles him in the chat. He fucking keeps tagging him.
I've bet him 4 times this year. I've hit 3. I lost my
No
head.
one believes that. No
When
one
was
believes
this?
that is a
When
complete
was
lie.
this?
That is a complete lie. There's no way that's true.
North Carolina.
No way.
North Carolina.
No way.
Georgia Tech.
I don't
and
believe
Clemson.
it.
No. I'm
We-
not even.
me
I'm
and
not
I-
even defending you. I'm
we
not even
told
defending
you the other day. I mean,
Wait, you telling me I haven't bet against Duke 4 times?
No,
this year?
I bet
Look it
against
up.
Duke 14 times this year.
No, but my point is, I'm 75% this year.
No one's
betting
buying
against
that. No one's buying. I'm going to go fact check that.
Fact check it. I'll name them. Clemson, North Carolina, which we all took North Carolina
Right.
against Duke. Clemson lost by 1 on that bad call. They were getting 7. And I bet Georgia Tech when they were playing North
There's
Carolina.
no
Or
way,
Duke.
Howie. There's
Or
no
Duke.
way. There's no way.
I'm telling you. Go back and look.
All right, well, whatever.
But-
Regardless, no more because they're playing good. They turn the corner. They're playing good defense. They have the best freshmen in the country. They have veteran leadership. They have big men. They have everything you need. Stay away. Stay away.
I don't know about best freshman in the country. He's
Yeah, no.
solid, but I
He's
put him
good.
top
He might
10.
be. He might be. He
Is
does-
Howie really saying he's 3-1 versus Duke this year?
I
I
don't know
am.
what he just said.
Dude, Tommy, you didn't bet
Me and
North
you have
Carolina.
lost versus Duke a lot.
Yeah, not this year. Clemson, we had North Carolina, and I had Georgia Tech.
I'm
telling
now
you.
you're gonna make me dig. Now you're gonna make me
well,
dig.
I'm looking at
I
Howie's
remember
bet.
the Clemson one he had. I know
I'm
that.
looking at the.
What
Howie's
about
bet.
North Carolina?
We
I
both
North
had-
that
Carolina.
one too.
We both had Clemson and we got fucked. We should have won.
Yeah,
We
they
both
should've
had
won.
North
All right,
Carolina.
but
We
Duke
won that
does
one.
this every year. They play shitty in the beginning, and then they hit a
I
point
thought you had Syracuse.
mid-January, early February, and then they turn the corner. And that's exactly what
You
they're
may
doing.
have had
and then-
Georgia. You may have had Georgia Tech, but
I
not
had Georgia Tech.
Not as a bet.
I didn't
to
have
take it
Syracuse.
out. Not on the
I didn't have
list.
Syracuse. But I did have Georgia Tech.
It
So I had
wasn't
3
on the
for 4.
list. Wasn't
Right.
on the
But I
list.
will
All
tell you this. Yes, Duke is turning the corner. They're playing well, and they'll get beat, the first round or the second round, like they do
Second
every
round.
year.
Second round.
Sweet
Yeah,
16.
second round.
Sweet 16.
Second
That's
round.
what we got.
So here's my
Here-
question on this, though. I didn't want to bet against Duke. I'm terrible against Duke. I've been saying that for 3 years. I'm terrible. But we did have North Carolina. We should have won Clemson. Yeah, obviously. But, dude, how is Wake Forest favored, Hoffman? That line is crazy.
Because it
Wake
actually
should be
is-
+6.
I would have thought plus 5.5.
Yeah. You have to bet Wake. I'm
That's a
doing it.
shame.
I don't fucking care. I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm betting Wake too
I don't fucking
because
care. I
God,
don't care.
Because
don't do
don't
it.
care.
Don't do it.
Don't, listen, dude, when a line's 7 points off, I lean into the sucker side. Like I'm leaning away from the sucker side.
Wake Forest has good guards, very good guards, and this is a must-win for them. They have to win.
Dude, that's
They
crazy.
gotta win.
They're favored.
I know that's crazy.
That's
It is.
nuts. I'll give you another one I like, Howie, and I'll take 1 or 2 of yours. Guys, sign up. Get up. Go up here. 50% off for the next 2 months. This is our time. No other company should fucking exist. Like it's funny in the chat yesterday, Hoff. Did you see all the people, Dave Allen, all those guys?
Someone
They
was
were
trying to
literally
get
like, how
Rackets
is
to bet
every-
Ohio State? I'm like, you have the 2 best handicappers in the country on freaking Minnesota, and you're trying to get the tennis guy to bet Ohio State with you. I'm like, what is going on?
They all said they were going to circle back. They never circled back.
Dude, Minnesota, I should have bet a house on Minnesota.
I
That was
hammered.
like the lock
that
of
was
the year.
easy.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
dude, the
it
whole
was.
chat, Howie was attacking me because the Big Ten fans are the worst. They fucking
Everybody
believe
in our chat was on Ohio State.
No, Ohio State. I'm like,
well,
guys,
get us
no.
nowhere.
Who
Really?
gave that out?
No one.
I don't
Me
know.
and Howie were on Minnesota.
Yeah. Ohio
The
State
Ohio
terrible
State
this year.
Bets. Howie
Ohio-
wrote the fucking triple X next to it. He never does that.
The
So,
Ohio
no.
State fans came into our chat and just started telling everyone, writing shit like, "We'll see you in 3 hours, Tommy." Then never saw him in 3 hours. Never saw him. Game was 20 points, like right out the gate. But
Yeah, it was. It was like 17-5.
But what the
I
funny
like,
thing
oh,
was,
that's
Dave,
done.
Dave L was in there. He's like, "How is everyone in the world not signed up to 4 Deep?" Like in our chat, I'm like, "Go fucking tell them.
Yeah.
Go fucking tell them. Don't tell us in here. We're already here. Go tell the fucking world on Twitter. Tell all your friends." But Howie, Kentucky, Bama. I like Kentucky in this game.
That game's at Kentucky, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, they're not gonna lose. I mean,
should
I'm
win
sure
that.
he's been ripping them all week. Yeah, I like Kentucky a lot too. Let me guess. What's that line? Kentucky minus 3.5.
It's like you pretty much pick them. It's like
Okay.
minus 120 or something like that. Minus 114 Kentucky, minus 105 Bama. So yeah, it's pretty much pick 'em.
All right.
You got another one you like?
I
I have 3 other ones I'm saving for the subscribers.
Name a game and let me guess.
Georgia. Here's an interesting one. Georgia's at home against Auburn, and what do you think the line on that one is? The lines are all coming out over the last hour.
The line is probably Auburn minus 3.5, maybe.
Yeah, it's higher than I thought because I was planning on betting Georgia in this.
I'll take
It's
Georgia.
actually Auburn minus 8.
I'll take Georgia home all day.
Right? Like I feel like
Auburn's
you got
not
to
that good. Auburn, first of all, can't play on the road at all.
I feel like you
Like the
got to
rest
take
of
the
the
8 there.
Yeah, Georgia's got a good big guy. That kid Blue, whatever the fuck, that kid that looks like a
I'm
Swedish
Blue.
fucking assassin. He shoots the shit out of it. And Abdur Rahim is one of the best players in the SEC. So no, I'll take him at home in that
Right?
shitty
Like,
barn.
I think I'm gonna take that 8. And then the other one here, let me just see if they have a line for it. For those of you that don't know, college basketball lines don't come out till tonight, really. They're all fucked.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing. So Arizona
feel like-
State, Washington State is one that I'm going to give you. Arizona State's 13-14, okay? In the Pac-12. They're not great. Washington State is ranked 21. They're going to be moving up very fast right now after a absolutely monstrous run that they're on, not just win.
Yes.
They're on a run. They're on a fucking absolute heater right now. And just won. They played Thursday and they're playing again Saturday. That isn't that common for these teams to only have a 1-day turnaround. Did someone just get shot behind your house?
I'm pretty sure.
Is someone dead?
I'm pretty sure somebody that sounds like a shotgun, man.
I don't know what that was.
Jesus Christ. If you see me take off, man.
Yeah. So Arizona, literally, they just beat Arizona last night, late at night. And now they're going to be partying their asses off Friday night tonight.
Oh, already
then
I can tell. Is that game in Arizona State?
It's in Arizona State.
I will load Arizona
Yeah,
State.
so I'm hoping this is a fucked up line. I'm hoping this is a really tight line, like a 2 or a 1 or something. I'm going to slam Arizona State, but keep your eye on that because I can't imagine. Keep in mind, these are still college kids. They just beat Arizona in Arizona last night, came back home, or they're still out in Arizona. They're going nuts. They're fucking everything. They're getting drunk.
Who does UConn have tomorrow?
UConn is playing. Who was it? Was it Villanova or Butler? I don't know.
They're
They play
playing,
Villanova and Butler
They're
every
playing
week.
Villanova.
Villanova.
And what is that line?
No, it's not out yet.
Because I got a funny feeling they could win by 30 tomorrow. I mean, Villanova's playing great. Don't get me wrong, they're playing great. But Bobby Hurley, after that debacle, and he had to have ripped those kids all week.
We call that Ruppgate, that game. That was Ruppgate. Bo Rupp fucking came at
that was
us.
some-
Rupp came at us. Creighton, baby.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Blue Jays.
Right.
Blue Jays in that ass.
When does Marquette play UConn again? Next Saturday?
Told you Georgetown though.
That'll
they
be,
play
and that's gonna
Marquette
be a close
Listen, wait,
game.
I have some good information on that. Okay?
March 6th.
Okay, so March
I like
6th.
Marquette.
I can't say his name, but a ref in that game has refed three of the last 4 UConn losses, and him and Danny Hurley do not like each other. I'm just telling you that for a
And
fact.
it's at Marquette. I'm going to be
And
betting
it's
Marquette.
at
in that game.
Marquette. I'm just
Good.
letting you guys. I'm just putting it out there.
Let's
Okay.
go. I'm going to be betting Marquette in that game anyway, so that'll be good. That's
That'll
March
be
6th.
But
Yeah,
you know, this ref
be a
has
good
ref
game.
3 of their losses, 3 of their last 4 losses, and him and Danny do not like each other.
I think
Does
I know who
anybody
you're
in
talking about
does
because
anybody on this
you know the
earth
guy.
like Danny Hurley?
What?
He's a. Does anybody living?
I don't think his wife
like.
likes. I don't think his wife likes.
Danny Hurley's got to be the biggest piece of shit that walks into any gym. He is. He's a fucking rat weasel. Nobody likes him.
No,
There's not a coach that likes him. He's a prick.
Hey, no one liked him ever either. It's not like he just became an asshole. Like,
Nobody's ever liked his father. They don't like him. I will tell you this, Bobby's
the one that like.
Well, Bobby was pissed that he didn't get the AD job at Rutgers. He was really pissed about that. That was
Bobby,
10 years ago.
I played hoops with Bobby about 20 years ago, right after the accident, and he got better. And then we went to the partying glass, Saratoga, and I watched Bobby drink like 15 Guinnesses right in a row. He was an animal. He was great. And I will say this, he was a good guy, man. We all liked him.
Yeah.
Howie, you like Harvard a lot, you said, right?
Just tonight.
I mean, didn't they lose by 30 last time they played?
Bill is such a last game guy. It's
the game was at Princeton.
Didn't you just tell us this about UConn?
The game was at Princeton. Yes, they did.
By 30.
That's when you want to go get. Listen, I'm not on or off Harvard. I'm not taking a stand on it. I am telling you the line is moving in Howie's favor. It's gone from 7.5 to 6.5 on 30% of the public.
Yeah, Bill, I'm sorry I don't have a fucking chalkboard behind me with a fucking pinpointer. I can teach a fucking college lines 101. Jesus Christ.
Princeton's 8-3 on the road.
Yeah, I know. I looked at all that, and if you know anything about,
Howie's like, I'm aware. I didn't just pick it out of a hat.
Yeah, if you
I
know anything about
it before I said it. I just
if you
be in a schoolyard.
Harvard's 0-3 is a home underdog.
And if you've ever seen 300 crazy Asians just screaming in a tiny gym tonight in fucking whatever Harvard Square. Tonight's the night of laughing.
Harvard,
Is it Jeremy Lin night there?
It's Jeremy Lin night every night at Harvard.
The kid from Princeton fucking looks and plays just like him, man. That 6'4" guard they have.
So does that kid on Nebraska.
Yeah, well, that kid looks more like a fucking Asian. He looks like an Asian lesbian. That kid, like, if you went to a massage right up the street here in the village and he came out with a dress, I'd probably be like, all right, go at it, man. I can't tell.
All right, Howie, thanks for coming on.
If we could get demonetized 3 times, I think we're there already.
We might not be able to.
What's going to happen more this show? Us demonetized or Howie demonetizes us or Evan gets fired? We'll see. Bill, I don't have a lead on the Harvard game, but yeah, if you were asking.
I can't bet it anyway, so
yeah.
Doesn't really matter to me, but I would lean the other side. So let's just see what happens.
Let's see what happens. By the way, I had to talk shit on you about something.
Where's Rackets?
Oh, yeah, bring Rackets back. I know what it was, Bill. Evan!
What? Oh.
Get your face on here.
Oh, boy.
Bruins, baby. Rise up, E.
I didn't bet that game.
Rise up, E.
You did crush.
You were killing me on that.
But I didn't bet that.
I don't care what you bet. You were killing me for it.
Let's get Rackets back on here.
Let's go, Bruins. Plus 122, E. We're back, baby. I'm back on the bandwagon. Let's go.
No, they suck.
Let's go. Oilers. Dumb money. Get out of here. Fucking dead money. All right, Evan, get out of here. Bring Rackets back. Where are we going?
NBA.
All right, Hoff Daddy, what are we looking at here? NBA, the association's back. What are we looking at?
Had a great
What happened last night? I didn't even watch last night. What happened with Warriors?
The Warriors dominated.
They killed it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're dominating. Steph Curry's locked in. He's throwing no-look passes.
Because LeBron didn't even play. So
LeBron's playing tonight, though.
Yeah, well, stupid.
One day.
He's all better now.
He's had another day to the All-Star vacation.
That was an important game. And just like the Clippers got spanked yesterday, that was another important game. So I know these teams losing these important games, bro. Not good when it comes down to the end of the season.
Good win for the Knicks last night. They needed that. That was big. They have a tough schedule coming up.
They play 8 of their 10 games.
When are they getting their guys back?
Teams over 500.
We have no idea.
No.
Now it's like a debate on who's going to come back first.
Oh yeah.
Robinson, OG, or Randall.
I hope none of them do.
They might not. Who knows?
Tommy, you want to make a little bet tonight? I don't love it. I kind of like your side a little bit more. but I'll bet you on it. Your Milwaukee Bucks
You really want me to get on the Bucks train before the playoffs, but
are at the Timberwolves tonight. Monster game. Let's bet it.
No.
Well, guess what? Guess what?
Why do I care about Bucks Timberwolves?
Guess what, Bill?
Because you're a Bucks guy.
What?
Guess what, Bill? That's my favorite bet of the night. All in Timberwolves. They're gonna crush the Bucks.
Oh
tonight.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like double
What
digits.
do you mean, Tommy?
They're gonna
Bill,
smack them.
I mean, how many times do I?
3-7 since
okay.
Glenn came in.
Hayate.
That's my favorite bet of the night.
Glenn.
The Timberwolves.
He's not a doc.
Glenn.
Not calling him doc.
Hayate. Okay, I'm gonna say this for the last time. I am not on the Bucks regular season. I am saying that once the playoffs start, the Bucks are gonna flip a switch. Dame Time's going to activate just like it did All-Star Weekend when he won every award for everything that happened, and the Bucks are going to ball in the playoffs. If you want to talk to me about like a Bucks-Celtics big game on a Sunday, yeah, all in. But it has to be a playoff environment.
I think Dame's shooting 30% from three.
I don't care.
And he's shooting like 20% catch and shoot from three. Like,
don't care. Don't care. He's going to fucking turn the nozzle.
Glenn can't get that defense right.
Bill, they're 0-13 as underdogs.
I don't care. The Chiefs, we were saying the same thing about the Chiefs 2 months ago.
Hold on. The only thing I'm scared about is Milwaukee does step up in big games.
Yeah. They don't care about anything else.
They did beat Denver when I thought Denver was going to win.
They whooped Denver.
All right, so Tommy, let's make a bet.
This is not a big game.
The reason why I love it tonight, I like the Timberwolves.
I would bet the Timberwolves tonight.
They can't guard the wing, and Anthony Edwards is going to have he's going to do whatever he wants. Might score 45, 50 points tonight. And then they have the two big men to guard Giannis. Like,
dude, we win a playoff series. I don't give a fuck about the Timberwolves. No one gives a fuck about the Timberwolves. Well, because they're at the top of the standings. So what the Kings last year?
I'm not worried about the playoffs right now. I'm worried about tonight, and the Timberwolves are going to win.
Unless it's a brand name, Denver, Boston, Knicks. Give me games like that, and I'll go take them.
I think SGA kind of like might have gotten a good push on the MVP this season from last night. He killed it again, averaging over 30. I think he's averaging double-digit assists, 2 steals a game. That's only been done like 9 times in the NBA. Michael Jordan did it 8 times. 9 different people. So I don't know, man. Jokic is great. Got another triple-double the other day, but SGA,
I don't know if they're going to give it to Jokic again, man. That's too many. I said last year, but this year it's too many. This is too many now. You got to. If there's anyone close, they're going to vote the other way.
And he's like, even though he's still the best, he's like not trying.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
It depends.
He doesn't look like he's trying.
It depends who finishes higher.
I still think SGA is dependent on them being a top 3 seed. If 1 seed, 100%, he wins it. Well, but if they go down to a 4 or 5, I have trouble saying it.
No, it's whoever finishes higher.
Yeah.
SGA is going to win some award. They're not going to. He's going to win.
Yeah, he's going to win an award.
So we got to figure out what it's going to be.
Yeah. So
off the Timberwolves are 180. You want to take that or a spread?
-4.
All right.
I'll say they're going to run them.
They're out -176 on FanDuel. Do you like the Clippers tonight?
Yeah, I like the Clippers. I like the Warriors.
That line's already moved like 2 points or whatever, 1.5 since this morning.
Yeah, I like the Clippers and the Warriors. Definitely. Steph. I like Steph over 5.5 threes. He's been draining threes.
At least he's trying at the time you're supposed to start trying while LeBron's taking off.
So Wembanyama, again, his steals and blocks, I've been betting it at 3.5. He's been crushing it. It's 4.5 on DraftKings plus 100. I'm going to take it, but I want to try to find the 3.5. If anyone can find the 3.5, DM me before I bet this later. But I don't hate the 4.5. I'm just not going to bet.
Like 10? Doesn't he get like 10 every game now?
Yeah, I'm just not going to bet as much on it. I'd rather the 3.5. So if someone could find me the 3.5, let me know. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. Let's do this instead. Wembanyama, 3 blocks minus 155. Let's take that instead. And I don't even need the steals. 3+ blocks minus 155.
All right. Like it. All right. Anything else in NBA? Nope. All right, Hoff Daddy. Appreciate you, brother.
Take it easy, guys.
Peace. All right. Let's move over to the ice. Tommy Puck's in the house. I just ran the numbers. I am 11-3 in my last 14 hockey bets, 17-7 in my last 24. We are absolutely on fire on ice, and I love tomorrow. Like this weekend for hockey, I think is great. Tonight there's only 3 games. Not head over heels in love tonight. I do love the Oilers tonight. So, but that's not really fucking rocket science. Take the Oilers at home here in this game versus the Wild. I'm not enamored with the way the line's moving, but we are getting a little bit of a discount here, minus 182 on 1 or 2 books. So that is interesting. BetMGM's 185. Where was the 182? FanDuel's 184. The 182's gone. All right, so we'll go 184 on FanDuel. You could also do the 60-minute line in this one, which is MGM usually has the best one for that. All those weird things, Bill. It's always MGM that has like the best lines for like first 5, like fucking 60-minute line. All those kind of not odd bets, but different bets. Let's see. So you could do either one of these, whatever you guys want. Some people don't like paying juice. That's fine. You can go in regulation for the Oilers, which means if it goes to overtime, you lose. So you could do Oilers minus 120 in regulation, or you could do Oilers minus 184 for the game. I think they both cover. I really like the Oilers, especially when they get down. Their third period fucking juggernaut. They just go batshit once they activate. They score like 3 goals in 2 minutes. So if we do get the Oilers down 1 or 2 goals, I'm going to slam it. So Oilers in regulation and Oilers on the money line minus 184. You can put them both out of minus 120, minus 184. Right. And then tomorrow, obviously, we got a full slate of hockey and the whole weekend. So we're going to be smashing that tomorrow. I already have one play I like for tomorrow. I'll give it to you. I kind of like the Maple Leafs tomorrow a little bit right now, but I got to see how the line moves.
Maple Leafs are on fire, but
yeah, they're hot.
I'm taking the Rangers tomorrow, minus 137.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely taking the Rangers.
I'm all in Rangers. Again, they're going to go for like 9 or 10 in a row. They dismantled the Devils last night. Mm-hmm. They were on fire, and then they were in a little bit of a slump, and now they're on fire again.
Yep.
Them and Maple Leafs are the hottest teams right now.
I was going to save the Rangers for the subs. All right.
Nope, I'm all in. Giving it to them for free. Giving it out early the other day and we got a win. Giving it out early again with a win.
Or you can follow the guy who's been giving them out since last week.
I've been giving them out probably months before that. So
yeah, when they were losing.
No, I actually gave a winner out when Uncle Danny said that they were going to lose, and I said they were going to win. So
we willed them to win that game on the money.
I said, we willed them, but I said bet it first.
Where are we going next?
Hold on. Nicole Hoffman said that because the game before the All-Star game.
Switch NASCAR and UFC. Let's do Trevor first and then bring Mike. Or bring Mike now. Okay.
Jokic had 15, 5, and 8. So he really doesn't try sometimes. He did have 21, 19, and 15 the other day. But 15, 5, and 8 is not Jokic at all. And he has games like that. And he could dominate. He should be scoring 30 points a game, 10 points. He should be averaging a triple-double. But
15, 5, and 8 is trash.
15, 5, and 8 in 39 minutes against the Kings is not good at all.
Yeah, so, well, there's a lot of game left.
MVP can't have games like that.
That'll come to yes, they can. It'll come down to the standings.
No, not when SGA is averaging 30 something.
And then if he drops 50, 20, and 12 tomorrow, you'll forget all about it. So it doesn't matter. Let's go to UFC. Mike Constantino. What up, buddy? Guys, don't leave after Mike. We have Trevor coming on to do a quick NASCAR preview with Bill. We got Goat coming on end of the show. We're going to start adding that to Fridays. I like leaving Mike as the anchor where we could finish with Mike. Well, next time we'll do Trevor first. And
I'm a closer.
Mike. I like having Mike coming in with the Mariano Rivera. But, Mike, you're going to be setup man today.
It's more like fucking Diaz.
You shut up now.
Coming out to that music.
That's
do I look like a Spanish or Dominican?
That was my Sirius XM song 6 years ago.
I'm gonna come out to Mi Italiano Vero by Angelo Venuti.
Oh wow, a lot of things there.
Mike, would you like to say now that Tommy and I were right and how bad the WWE is, and it was Tommy?
Oh, that was totally real, Mike.
I mean, totally real, dude.
We won.
Now nobody can say it
No,
wasn't fake
dude.
because the writing is so fucking
Mike,
I don't know
you
what
ready
you're
for
talking
this?
about. Honestly, I don't know what
No,
transpired.
I'm going to tell you right now. This is all you're going to need to know. We thought it was real, right? They had The Rock wait 7 years to come out to dethrone Roman Reigns, the 4-year champion. And right now, as of now, for WrestleMania, Rock's not fighting anyone.
Okay, why?
He's a
Because they
corner
fucked it
man.
up. They fucked it up. And they got nowhere to put him now because of what Cody Rhodes did. There's no one for him to fight. So Rock came out of 7-year retirement to not fight anyone in WrestleMania. There's nothing to promote.
But you don't think there's a possibility of a surprise?
Well,
No,
they're
hold
gonna
on, Mike.
have to,
Mike,
but they got nothing to promote.
Also, The Rock is promoting his new football league that merged the XFL with the other league that starts in a month. So he's promoting that. He was at Daytona. He was everywhere.
And people are
And
booing
you
him.
think the man who's promoting
Tommy just said the key thing. That's what I was waiting for my
a
turn to talk.
multi-million-dollar league? He's getting booed
You just gotta
everywhere he
run through,
goes.
Bill. Yeah, he's getting booed
Well,
everywhere.
I don't really follow it, the storylines per se, and I get involved when I see a headline or talk to you.
All right,
about
this song
it.
gets viral.
One thing that I noticed and read a little bit about was just how The Rock wasn't well received. And like, remember I told you my friend said they had to come over the top, with something and blah, blah, blah. But Rock's an egomaniac too, man. People weren't embracing him at all, and they were actually heckling him. And I bet you he got butthurt. So whatever that transpired, he said he's not in the main event or whatever, or in WrestleMania. I would think that maybe he's a little butthurt because people turned on him, rightfully so.
Yeah, it was not planned because he's got Moana coming out part 2. He's got the XFL. He's promoting books and everything
I'm
everywhere.
not a Rock guy. So.
I know,
They were
but
at
dude, he's
Daytona cheering Cody Rhodes.
they were
name.
chanting Cody Rhodes when The Rock was doing his thing.
Good.
It's not good for
good.
it's not good for his brand. It was
Good.
an accident.
Yeah,
It
get
happened.
out of here. Go.
But he's
Get
out. Mike, talk to me about some real fighting now. With the UFC. What'd you think of last weekend?
Volkanovski, bro. I got it. Everybody in the world knew he had to look
He
out.
was
for
just
big
turning it
punch,
on
but,
too.
once you get knocked out, sometimes you're not the same. And it goes to show again, man, stay in your fucking lane. You're the
Stay in your
greatest
weight
ever.
class.
145, nobody beat you. You cleaned out the division. You beat Max 3 times. Go there, man. Cement your legacy as like the argument for one of the best ever in the sport. And you go up. I get it. It's above a weight class in Islam, but you taint it. You lost twice. Then you come down here. You haven't lost ever at 145 and you're getting knocked out. It's just not good.
There's something that comes, Mike, and this is what I was saying with these guys going up and doing what McGregor did. Everyone's got to remember what McGregor did ended McGregor, right? Like that actually was the beginning of the end for McGregor, the double champ thing. Because once you once you take L's, your alpha can't lose killer instinct dies a little bit. Even if it was a Makhachev or at a higher weight class, you're beatable now. You've lost. And it fucks with your head.
I'm going to add to that, unless there's a caveat, like Alex Pereira right now is doing it, right? He won at 185, then he went up and won at 205. Now he's defending. And, as you know, my friend trains him, Plinio, and they're saying they might go up to heavyweight. He can walk around at 2.
But he has a lot of losses, though. That
But,
he's used to
but here's
losing.
the thing. Yeah, but he's 37 years old, but he's also not in contention for being the greatest ever in his division like Volkanovski was. So where I like it for a guy like Pereira and nothing to lose, roll the dice, become the first ever triple champ, including heavyweight, I hate it for Volkanovski.
Yes, it was the same thing with a Cejudo, McGregor. These guys, they're riding momentum and steam and emotion and mental. And Pereira just doesn't give a fuck. He's just a fucking gladiator.
I know you like the psychology of an athlete, right? And look at this.
I love it.
So watch Cejudo, another story. Won both things successfully, Olympic gold champ, then retired. Then he comes back after 3 years and he loses twice. It tarnished his legacy.
Done. He's done.
Yeah,
his
but my
legacy's
point
over.
is he could have been heralded as
Legacy's
the greatest ever in that division. Same with Volkanovski. That's gone now. But look, the stress of an athlete. Look at St. Pierre. He retired at the top of his game because the stress of being a champion, having to train and defend.
Khabib retired at the top.
Rather than him pissing it away, he went out and said, I'm done. I'm retired.
And a lot of these guys don't need the money either. A lot of them had plenty of money nowadays.
Did you see when the reporter asked Dana about Conor McGregor? Where is he? When's the fight going to happen? And he's like, he's a millionaire. What do you mean?
Yeah, I saw a bunch.
Dude, Chandler went on.
I know which one you're talking about.
Michael Chandler went on the WWE SmackDown and fucking was screaming, calling out McGregor. That's so bad.
Dana's asked a reporter. He's like, well, if you were as rich as him, would you be here asking me that question?
He doesn't care about fighting anymore.
No, I mean, he does what he wants to do, right? If he wants to box, he's going to box. If he wants to fight, he doesn't have to fight, right? You know,
he's his own company right now.
He's a billionaire at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's an enterprise, not a person. Let's get to UFC this week, Mike. What do we got?
So let's start with some takeaways. We'll do it like a little different and give more of an overview because I hate if I lose a pick. It's like all anybody.
Give me one. I'll be right back in 1 second. Keep going.
You can take your time. I'm gonna talk for a bit.
Okay. I just want to let everyone know that I'm not leaving you because I think you're boring. I think you're amazing. I just have to get this.
No excuses. You just go. Okay. Thanks. Love Tommy. I just bust his balls. We break each other. So Mexico City, it's the highest elevation that there is. And if you notice, there's no heavyweight fights on this card. UFC is finally smartening up and saying, let's not put these big lumbering guys on here and let them gas out in seconds. You know, this is an insane altitude. So you're seeing a lot of 125-pound fights, you know, in the middle weights, 35, 45, 55. So 13 fights, a lot of action, a lot of fun. We have a lot of theme going on of Mexican-based fighters against Brazilians, specifically the shoot box team, who all dye their hair. They all look alike, fight alike, you know, a very tight-knit team. Start right off with a bet. So a spot I really like on this card is Manuel Torres, El Loco. He's got 16 career fights. All but one have ended in the first round. So he's more killer than be killed. Very good knockout artist, uses his leg kicks well to set up big overhand hooks. He's fighting Chris Duncan, who is 2-0 in the UFC, but he's very lumbering and awkward. He doesn't move his head well. And I anticipate a striker like Torres, whose specialty is the hooking punches, to find them and get that knockout. I'm going to play it safe and just play him to win, even though I think he wins inside the distance, but you don't get much of a discount. It's minus 188 versus 145. So just play him as the side, and I'm going to put him with Chairez inside the distance. And this is a fight that we already saw happen, that Chairez won in the first round. Ref stopped the fight too early, and they ruled it, you know, a no contest. So we have to run it back. But his opponent here, Daniel Lacerda, 100% finishing rate and all wins and losses. He's got 0 cardio. So he's 11-5, all 11 wins inside the distance, all 5 losses by finish. So he can hurt you in the early goings, but then he gasses out. To make matters worse, both of these fighters missed weight today, which, you know, kind of, let's say, cancel each other out. But La Silva looked really sucked out, and he's already a gas can. So he's going to come out and give you 1 minute of hell. And I think Chairez, who's the bigger fighter, already beat him and is known for his durability, will last through that and then take over and finish the Silva. So I have that inside the distance. Chairez inside the distance paired with Torres, plus 114. That's your free bet. Let's get our money back.
All right.
Tomorrow's the Bellator versus PFL champions.
Oh, it's the first time they're doing that?
Yeah.
Love fighting, love everything, but the day of a UFC, I'll have more interest in hearing you tell me more about The Rock than watching that.
It's on,
no offense, great fighter.
Yeah, here's where Bill's gonna scream and
just
yell.
Too much.
No, they're starting it at 1, which is good. So
yeah, that is smart at least. Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch it as a novelty, but again, it's so hard to handicap these outside the UFC fights. And then the fighters that are heads and shoulders the best in the world, like a Johnny Eblen, they're usually expensive.
Well, let me give you one here, Mike. There is Yoel Romero versus Thiago Santos. There's 2 UFC guys fighting at each other. I mean, granted, they're on the back end, and it's
so crazy. But
just
guess
under.
Well, Tommy, the thing with this is it comes down to now anything but fighting skills. We know what each fighter has.
Right here.
It's going to come down to either cardio and who wants it at this point in their life, right? If one needs the money to pay their rent versus one fighting to be popular, then I can't tell you the answer on that.
Yeah.
Yoel Romero, I would say skill-wise, and cardio and everything I would take in that situation. But what if he's not training hard and Santos needs it? He just had a kid, less than 2 years ago.
I'm going to give you a play, Mike. Tell me if I like it on this fight. This is my only play on the Bellator. Being what you said, this shit is, I mean, you don't know what the fuck these guys are. You don't know where their head's at. You don't know how much they're training.
Unless you know.
Let me give you something here. Romero Santos under 2.5 rounds is plus 174. That's worth a sprinkle, right?
Yeah.
One of these guys didn't train hard.
I would play that more than not. I mean, Romero's durable, but at the end of the day, Santos has a sledgehammer that's this big tattooed on his chest.
Yeah, that big.
And if his gas can is bad, he'll get finished by Romero. And if he wins, it's most likely he landed a head kick knockout and got him out of there early.
Yeah, the key to this stuff, guys, what I found, I bet this a little bit. Bill bets it a little bit. Mike tries to stay away from it just because it's hard to handicap. It really is. But what I do here, I just take plus money. If I see an opportunity at plus money, I'm not taking any favorites in this shit. You don't know what's going to happen. All right, Mikey.
Hold on. I'm looking right now at the lines and just seeing whatnot. But like, Pico, large favorite, but he should win. See, this is good about DraftKings. Sometimes you could lay the 3.5 and like cut those lines in half, and which most likely will be your fighter winning by finish, which you win the bet, where your guy just blowing him out because the other guy shouldn't be in the cage with him. So that's a good instance where you can lay 3.5, lay 200.
I do like that a lot better because you can get the 30-27s and a domination and fucking still get the win, even if the guy was just durable. Yeah.
So depending on
what Mike's talking about there is 3.5 on the scorecard. So you don't have to bet the knockout. You could bet that he's going to win by 3.5 of the judges' points. Right.
I'll say this too: if you want a parlay piece, I mean, Johnny Yedlin at minus 410 may still be cheap. He's the greatest, I think, middleweight in the world right now, and he would run through Dricus du Plessis. So I mean, that at minus 410, even though it's expensive, could be a parlay piece. I'll look more into that fight, Tommy, for our subscribers. I'll post.
All right, cool. Yeah. If you could throw a couple days,
that interests me. My friend manages him too.
All right, we'll be degenning out a little bit tomorrow afternoon. So anything you could throw to us. By the way, I did want to give Mike a compliment. I hate doing this more than anything in life. But the reason, because someone said, I noticed a couple of shows ago, Tommy always leaves when Mike comes on. Okay.
Somebody said that. I didn't see that.
Someone said it twice, right? Someone confirmed it. Here's why. And Bill, I need you to confirm this. When I'm sitting here, I got to fucking control the show. You see the fucking psychopaths I have around me. You saw the first half of the show. Mike Bill is probably the best ranter without anyone near him or anyone go, right? Like his UFC show in the Discord. Mike, it's impressive.
He doesn't take a breath.
I'm letting you finish because I have a rebuttal, but
no, but I'm saying in a good way.
I just want to be given my time to.
Just a compliment, you idiot. So Mike's UFC show,
complimenting you.
We were talking about this to each other, complimenting you. It is probably the most impressive hour straight show where he just goes and goes and goes with no falls, no breaks, no nothing. Involves the chat. So when Mike comes on to start talking, that's when I can take a piss or smoke a cigarette or do whatever I got to do real quick because I know the show's handled. If I leave the show with Bill, it's a fucking disaster by the time I walk back there. Talking about fucking Power Rangers and shit. So
okay. My turn. I love and appreciate that compliment because you're right. I just fire through, which you always taught me in broadcasting. It's hard to sustain sometimes solo, right? But also I don't.
Dodgers home run.
I would have loved it standalone,
what would happen if I left.
But not used as a weapon to explain.
Freddie Freeman goes deep.
When I come on, because I do believe you walk away when I come on. So I support the listener.
This is why. You see what just happened right there?
Just hit
honestly, Bill's been extra disruptive the last week. It's hard for me to root for Bill, and I like Bill, and I'm a Rupp 45 guy and a Rackets guy, and I usually gang up versus Tommy. But Tommy,
that's why Mike will never. Mike doesn't work in a show like this.
And Bill just has been gone off the rails the last couple of weeks. Bill Rupp, I'd like to see improvement next week.
Well, I mean, that's why you don't work in a show with others. That's by yourself, you're awesome.
I think the way I said
never let anyone else
like
talk.
the little kids on their cars, like, hey, but it doesn't work.
Years ago, Tommy used to say, "Stop eating on the show." That has subsided. Stop texting on the show. That is.
All right, let's get Trevor in.
But now you're just very disruptive.
Let's get Trevor in so we get out of here.
I love it. You can't spell
I love
this.
You guys. I'm only kidding. Rackets. I love the old school Expos hat. Tommy, talk to you later.
I'm the best.
And
later,
lead
Conrad.
into Trevor.
All right, can't spell disrupt without Rupp. So let's get Goat on here to talk a little NASCAR, and then we'll let you guys go about your weekend. Where are we at this weekend, Bill? Atlanta? Oh, what up, Goat?
Why does he look like he's paralyzed?
No, he's an idiot. He probably had something planned where he was going to come on. Yeah, see? There it is.
It looks like he was paralyzed.
And he didn't connect to the audio. Hi, Goat.
You guys, I'm only kidding. Rackets. I love the old school.
Dude, why don't you first turn off the Stay Cashin
sound?
sound?
What an amateur.
Yeah, so that we don't have to hear Mike again.
I gotta go back to work.
I mean,
that's like
seriously.
A caller, bro. Like when he calls, hey, it's Bill from the calling up the first time, long time. Bill, turn off the fucking band. It's Bill from the
All right, let's go. I know you do the roundtable show literally all year round with me and never have had that on, but appreciate you forgetting completely how to be on a show. Your first Stay Cashin.
I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna take the bullet for that. I left the sound on. I was enjoying watching the show.
Is he in a bathroom?
Yeah.
Am I in the bathroom? What do you mean?
You got a little. I mean, it's not bad. You can hear you fine, but it doesn't sound like your good mic that you had for the roundtable.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay though. It's fine. It sounds fine.
I'll fix it next time.
We'll fix it. Don't worry about it. So what do we got going on this week, Trev? We got Daytona last week, which we know is always a fucking debacle. The end of that race, guys, I'm gonna tee this up for you guys. That was the biggest crock of bullshit I've ever seen, because you watch Daytona for all those fucking like shootouts. That fucking ended the race by like an inch. Like, what the fuck? How long did it take the guy to hit the yellow button?
Hey, NASCAR does what NASCAR wants to do.
Do you think they just ended that where they ended it because they rain delayed it and they didn't want to delay Xfinity any longer and they were running too deep into the night?
I think they just did what they wanted to do in the moment. Like that was it. I mean, Byron winning it's not a bad thing for NASCAR.
No, it's a good thing for NASCAR, right? Rather than fucking Corey LaJoy or something like that winning, right?
And they're gonna throw it's a safety thing, which you kind of get it. You got the yellow flag coming out with a wreck going. You know, it's a safety thing. They don't want guys racing past that yellow, but I mean,
that looked like a delayed yellow. That looked like that should have got there. Bill, we said because the Xfinity race was supposed to be in the morning, that was supposed to take place, and then they would have the whole night for the NASCAR race because they had to bump Xfinity later. Bill, we both thought they wanted to get the fuck out of there because every wreck is 20 minutes, right? Yeah. You got to clean the whole fucking track at that point. It's not like those laps disappear like it's in stage 2. Right? If there's a wreck there, they're racing another lap or two, and you got 20 minutes. That's why you think they ended it there, right, Bill?
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think that was a little bit shady, honestly. Trevor, what are we at this weekend? Where are we at?
We're at Atlanta, 260 lap event where they changed the track a couple years ago. The surface is racing a little bit more like Speedway. A lot of drafting going on really fast. Couple good bets I like here. I don't know what you want me to give out.
Whatever you want. Whatever the fuck you want.
Not too much secret sauce, but I'll give a little secret sauce. What are you looking for? Like a plus 130?
Or a little bit of everything. Give me a little bit of everything.
All right. I'll give a plus 130 out. Really like Suarez, top 10. I think it's a pretty sneaky pick. He's finished 3 out of his last 4 top 10 here. And the one he didn't, he got into a wreck. So he should have a fast car. And he should be in the running. Another one I like, a little prop bet. Bell over Bowman. Bowman's trash here. And Tommy, we were talking about this
I like
weekend.
Bell this year. You talked me on to him last week.
Dude, motherfucker.
He was up there too.
Yep, he dominated. And when I say he dominated Xfinity. He blew everyone away every single race. It was Bell. Well, now he's been in the Cup for a couple of years. He's getting comfortable. I'm feeling a bit of a Bell domination year. So I really like Bell over Bowman at minus 155. Those are my 2 freebies. You want to see the rest, you got to join.
That's right. And what's the difference between this track and like Daytona? Someone who just started watching racing last weekend, what should they look for? Obviously, it's not going to be in as many wrecks. Like, what type of track is this?
Well, it's a fast track. They changed it. It used to be all about the tires. It was a little rough surface. They changed the surface and made it really smooth. Mm-hmm. And it's running a little bit more like a super speedway with a lot of drafting and speed. So there's going to be some similarities to Daytona and Talladega.
Okay.
So they actually,
those are my 5. That's awesome. That's great. So this should be a fun race this weekend.
Yeah, I expect the same thing. I expect it to be a fairly clean race until the end, and then it's going to get real hairy.
I'm going to ask you a question here, and Bill, then I'm going to kick to you. I'm looking at the champion here, and Bell is plus 1,000 to win the championship. You think that's live there? He's the 7th highest right now. Do you think that's a good bet?
I don't.
No, Bell to win the NASCAR championship.
I think it should be more than plus 1,000.
That's what I'm saying. It looks a little light, right?
Yes.
I thought that was going to be a bigger long shot.
I like the pick. I think Bell's going to have a great year. I think plus 1,000 is kind of bullshit.
It does seem fucking low. Let me see what he is on DraftKings. DraftKings is plus 1,000 too. Yeah, that's weird. Bill, what do you think of that?
Yeah, you can't bet those.
It's just not enough value there.
Season's too long. You're not getting any good odds.
You could probably get him plus 600 if he's in the top 3 with 20 races left, 15 races left.
You might as well just bet him every week.
Yeah.
Plus 800, and if he wins 5 or 6 races,
you
got your money.
Well, okay, I'll let. He's plus 1,600. He's one of my picks to win as well. So
on this one,
yeah,
I'm gonna bet him every week. I liked what you were saying about it. I like the way he drives, and I'm gonna bet him every week on every track, pretty much.
Byron coming off the big win. Byron's won 2 out of the last 4 here. He's plus 1,100, but he's gonna be the chalk, and chalking NASCAR, humans, cars braking, but you can't. It's a good bet.
Yeah. So it looks like Byron, Logano, Elliott, Byron, Bush were the last 5 winners here, and then Blaney. So, Bill, I know you don't do most of your research until the qualifying and everything like that. What's your take on this kind of from a high level?
I've been on Bill. I had him at the challenge the other day. We cashed him for us plus 1,200 to win, and I had him at Daytona, and he probably could have won if that was like another lap. And then last week we had a win. We got Austin Hill in the Xfinity. But I'm gonna do tomorrow or tonight or tomorrow. I don't know which day this is. I have to check. They're doing qualifications right now, but
Which one? Truck Series?
Truck. I'm taking
Truck Series Saturday at 2 p.m. It looks like.
Yeah, I'm taking Kyle Busch. He's looked great so far in a car. He dominates in the truck. I'm taking him. He was plus 350. They're qualifying now, so he might go down lower. He might go up higher. We have to wait to see. But he was plus 350 before they started qualifying just now. So I'm taking Kyle Busch tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon to win the Truck Series.
All right, and I don't think there's anything tonight, right? Is there? When's the Xfinity? Xfinity Series looks like. Is the Xfinity today at 4:30?
No, it's tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and listen, in terms of that bet, Bill, for everyone, it really doesn't fucking matter where Busch qualifies. You're hoping he gets better.
I hope he qualifies less, so the odds will be more when it opens.
Right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he was 350 before they started. And pretty much tomorrow is like, you want to take a couple. Tomorrow I'll go with Cole Custer and Allgaier, but Austin Hill's been awesome. He might just run through the whole Xfinity Series this year. He won Daytona. He might win again. His odds are low again, plus 300, but for a reason, he's always there. So
why? So you're right. It's tomorrow at 5 p.m. the Xfinity. Why, when I go to FanDuel and I put NASCAR Xfinity Series, Xfinity race winner, it says 4:35 p.m. Eastern. It doesn't say below it. It says Saturday, 5 p.m.
Yeah. Well, you could bet. You could bet qualifying too.
No, it's just Raptor King Tough 250 outright betting.
Wow.
It says 4:35 Eastern.
Because those are the odds as of right now.
But you can't put the start time as of 4:35.
Yeah, well, because that's what time it goes off. So when
comes off the board.
Yeah, when they start to qualify, it'll come off, and then new odds will come up.
Oh, they'll pull them off. Okay, so it's just sitting up there too long. All right, cool. Goat. Anything else? We got a DFS content coming out for the subs. Don't need to really give that out here, but let them know what we're doing on that side, on the DFS side.
Yeah, we not only give picks and reasons why, but we also explain how the scoring works. So if you're a newbie to NASCAR, it explains how the scoring works, what's more important, whether there's more laps in the race or less laps in the race, whether you're looking for a dominator, etc. All that stuff's defined in the article. So it'll be there.
Yeah, get over there. All right, Goat. Get out of here.
Peace.
Later, brother. All right. So, Evan, you are back. You are probably down to just 0 on the firing scale right now. I think we should put a timer on how long it takes Goat to figure out how to log out. Let's see if we could do that. Look at him, Bill. Let's watch him. I was just going to sit there and stare at him and see what happens. Literally, there's a leave button, guys, just so you know. Like, right?
It's in red.
It's bright red, and it says leave.
Not hard.
Goat. What was I just gonna say? What was I talking about?
I don't know, but I can't wait for baseball. I'm watching this Dodgers game. People are fanning themselves in shorts and a t-shirt, just sitting there while it's 35 degrees outside here.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Why can't it just be like 70 or 80?
It's literally gonna be this week.
Why can't it just be like that all year?
It can if you live in San Diego.
But I want to live here.
No, you don't get to do that. There's places where you tell Evan, okay, why do you live where you live when you can live on here? Why do you live where you live, Bill?
Yeah, let me go to San Diego, and I'll be walking down the street, walking Jenna, and then I just start feeling this. And then the fucking ground opens and swallows us, and then the whole side of the fucking country falls into the ocean. Yeah, that's what I want.
Oh my God.
Or I'll be walking, and then fucking mud just starts flying everywhere.
Go to Arizona.
Pushed. Mudslides. Get that. Yeah, Arizona, where it's 400 degrees in the summer. There's a reason why it's called Death Valley. I wants to live in Death Valley.
Fucking Bill's afraid of. He doesn't go to California because he's afraid of earthquakes. He doesn't leave the country because he's afraid of being hostiled. Like, the reasons why Bill has to not go places, guys, are real. Like, this is real. Like, I have full arguments with him when no one's on the phone about, like, dude, I'm not going to California. There's wildfires. Like, he'll say shit like that. Like, he's nuts.
Where is?
Fucking insane.
None of that shit here.
Yeah, I'm not going to New York. People killing each other in the subways. I'm not going there. Like, we're going.
He's a hobbit.
Killbots over
He's
there.
a hobbit.
Killbots. The killbots are out. All right. We got it all done. Great weather next week, by the way, Bill. We're going to hit 60s 3 times.
Yeah, but it's not like 80, though.
Oh, well, move out of Jersey.
Am I going to be sitting there like this?
No, you're going to be beautiful. Beautiful. Because
It'll
we're
feel
tired.
nice.
Yeah, it's going to feel great. So we could be shorts and a t-shirt. They'd have a jacket on at 60 in California. Our bodies have adjusted.
Those.
They're pussies. They're pussies out there. So, guys, get over now. Go sign up. 4deep.com. We ain't going to see you guys till Tuesday. We're gone till Tuesday. We do Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. You ain't getting any bets between now and fucking Tuesday. All right? So get the fuck over there. Baseball, basketball, football, fucking hockey, soccer, tennis, UFC, DFS, betting, shows, all of it. This is the time. We are on fire right now. You're getting this for less than $20 a week. It's less than $20 a week, and it ends in 3 days, this promo. So buy it now so that you get the next 3 days with us. You'll make your money back by fucking tomorrow. This is easy money. Get signed up. Go to 4deep.com. No promo code needed. Buy the 2-month package. It will take you through the first month of baseball. All of March Madness, all of the first month of baseball, and everything in between. Go sign up now. Right, Bill? Final words.
Will you be up at 4:30 in the morning to watch the Elimination Chamber?
What do you mean 4:30 in the morning?
The WWE Elimination Chambers at 4:30 a.m.
There's always a chance. It's Friday night.
Because it's in Australia.
There's always a chance, Bill.
Okay.
Always a chance. There's a better chance during football season because I got to stay up doing my research till 7 o'clock in the morning and run it straight through the next day. But there's always a chance. You know, I got a lot of sleep this week. I've been doing good. Those are your final words?
Rupp and Rackets Tuesday.
Tuesday. We're not seeing you guys till Tuesday, guys. You're gonna be so dry
You're gonna
on
miss
bets.
so many bets.
So many bets. Like,
Bets.
come on, so many bets. Evan Hand with the pup in the background.
The dog.
That
Rick.
dog's Shaggy. He's Shagster.
He's getting a
Rick.
haircut this weekend.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna fuck this up for sure. 4, Constantino, Goat, Hoffman, Rackets, Howie, Bill, Evan. Did I forget anyone? And me. I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!